A guy and his boyfriend walk into a straight bar, and sometimes nothing eventful happens at all. But other times, they run into a fawning straight stalker. So what is a fawning straight stalker, you might ask? Well, you better listen up because you definitely do not want to be one. Hey there, what's shakin'? I'm Robbie Couch, host of Views from the Couch, and I make brand new videos here on YouTube every single Tuesday. Definitely hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss it. Okay, now back to this whole fawning straight stalker business. So the whole reason why fawning straight stalkers are on my mind is because I went back to my college homecoming a few months ago, and it was actually a really great time. I did feel like that old guy on campus, like I could see myself through the 19-year-old's eyes. And I was like that 30-year-old, like hanging out on campus and trying to be cool. That wasn't the best feeling in the world, but overall, homecoming weekend was a blast. I was with two of my guy friends who are in a relationship, they're boyfriends, and we went out to a straight bar. Now, I went to school in a very college town in the Midwest, so it's not necessarily that it's like a homophobic place necessarily, but it's not the most like openly queer. Like I definitely knew I was not in the Castro. We're at this bar, minding our own business, hanging out, we have a few beers, chilling. I think we probably are the only queer people in this bar, or like the only like noticeably queer people. And this woman who is definitely not sober, comes up to us, and it's like one of those situations where as soon as you see her approaching, you're like, oh God, this is a story. This is the story waiting to happen. This woman instantly transformed into a fawning straight stalker. She approached my guy friends who are boyfriends as if they were like these cute, adorable corgi puppies. Like she was like, oh, you guys are so adorable, you're so cute. Then she immediately made sure to vocalize her support of gay rights and LGBTQ rights in a way that was like, okay, like she went from thinking they were cute corgi puppies to like suddenly talking about politics, and like it was like a whiplash. And lastly, she just like dove into this like big, uncomfortable bear hug that was pretty much not consensual with my two friends. And it was awkward, it was like cringe-worthy, it was like, oh God. That's bad. It was a really interesting experience, and one that I don't think is that rare. Like I would bet a lot of money if you talk, I don't have any empirical data to back this up, but I bet if you talk to most LGBTQ people, they have a story like that that's happened to them or one of their friends at least one time. Because for me, I've had this happen probably at least a dozen. Look, we need more allies. Like I appreciate this woman's intent. I appreciate what she was going for. We need more allies on the front lines. We need people who are straight and cisgender standing up for us. However, being a fawning straight stalker is not the way to go about doing it. We're not cute corgi puppies here for you to like pinch our cheeks. We're just people trying to live our lives. Now, if you are a straight cisgender person who wants to be an ally, there are so many different ways you can do it, and I think you should. Here are a few pointers. Number one, don't come up to me and tell me how great of an ally you are. Talk to your straight cisgender family and friends about being an ally. Those conversations may be really uncomfortable and awkward if you're talking to like your transphobic cousin or your homophobic brother, but they're really important to have, and you should express to them why you're an ally and why you think it's important. Number two, listen. So much about being a good ally is simply listening to us, hearing what we have to say, and trying to empathize with us and understand where we're coming from. A lot of the times, that means shutting up and actually doing a lot more listening. There's a reason why we have two ears and one mouth. It's because we should be listening to people. Number three, remember that allyship is about action. It's not an identity. Listening and voting and mobilizing and speaking up when it's really difficult to do, like when you're having those tough conversations with your transphobic cousin or whatever. Like that's when being an ally really, really matters and why it's important. It's so much more than just like putting ally in your Twitter bio or like wearing an ally badge on your shirt. Like that's great, but it's really about putting in the work and putting your allyship into action. And number four, ask your LGBTQ friends, hey, how can I be a better ally to you? I don't know the LGBTQ people in your own life, so I can't give advice on how to help them specifically, so I think it'd be really helpful just to ask them. Maybe they're like, oh my God, you're doing amazing, sweetie, and they won't have any constructive criticism or any pointers or anything like that, and that's great. That's delightful. Good job. but they might have a few pointers that would help them specifically, or would help improve your dynamics in your friendship or relationship with that person. It probably goes without saying, but this applies to like any marginalized group. People of color, if you have friends who are living with a disability, like it might be a smart idea if you have a close relationship to that person to at some point reach out and be like, hey, how can I be a better ally to you? So whatever happened to the fawning straight stalker, you might be wondering? I have no idea. She gave them a big bear hug and then she bounced out of there drunkenly, she just went into the sea of people and never to be seen again. Which is kind of a thing with fawning straight stalkers, right? Like they don't want to hang out and have like any substantial conversation. Like they just want to be like, oh, you're a cute corgi puppy, bye. Wherever fawning straight stalker is, I hope she's doing great. I hope she's thriving. I do hope she's less annoying, but I hope she's doing great. Okay, now I want to hear from you because clearly there are many, many ways that people can be good allies, and I didn't mention many of them in this video. So comment below and let me know ways that you think people can be better allies. All right, that's it from me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate every single thumbs up I get. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel, Views from the Couch. I make brand new videos every single Tuesday. Yay! Have a lovely week, have a lovely life, and I will see you next Tuesday. See ya!